Hey there everyone, it is Vicki Howell here to show you how to do probably my favorite ribbing, twisted rib. You can see this here on my Yay Beret, that this whole brim is made with a 1x1 ribbing, but you'll notice that it looks a little bit different. It almost looks like braiding, and that happens by twisting your knit stitch. So what I'm going to be showing you is how to do this particular stitch in the round. What's great about in the round in general is that you're never working on the wrong side of the project, but why that's great for this particular stitch is if we were working both back and forth, we would have to also on wrong side rows twist the purl stitches. We don't ever have to do that in the round. So what I'm going to show you here is the repeat that you would do for as many rounds as it takes to get the brim or cuff or wherever you're using this ribbing for the width that you want it, or the height rather. Okay, so we are going to do what's called a K1 TBL. So that means knit one through the back loop. Sometimes it's also written as just KTBL. So we want to, normally if we were knitting a stitch, we would come in through the front of the stitch like this. But for a twisted stitch, we want to change the orientation of that loop on the needle. So we are going to insert the needle through the back of the loop and then knit it as normal. And then we purl one just as you normally would. And I'm a continental knitter, I'm an English knitter. I throw, if you are a continental knitter, same technique as far as where you enter the stitch. So we enter through the back and then we purl. And let me see if I can, what that's doing is changing the shape of the stitch. Well, it's easier to show you here. So instead of a regular, we can see here, here's what a regular knit stitch looks like. It's this nice, it almost looks like an upside down raindrop, right? So that is where the stitch is oriented, traditionally. And when you twist it, it creates this little crisscross that is just really cool and textural. So that is all there is to it for twisted rib in the round.